Tuning your instrument is going to be a daily thing, so it's very important that you know how to tune your instrument really well. The better quality strings that you have, it'll be easier for you to keep your intonation. One thing you're going to need is a violin tuner. If you don't have a violin tuner, you can use an app. I've downloaded the violin tuning app right here on my phone, and I'm going to demonstrate using this. I always tell my beginner students to make sure that they have fine tuners installed on their violin. The more advanced you get, you can use pegs, but using pegs too quickly can break your strings. For this reason, it's really important that you have good quality strings put on your instrument. Cheap strings tend to snap. When you're tuning, you want to make sure that you start with the A string, and you want your A to be set to 440 hertz. The second string from the right is the A string. You can see on the tuning app that it is registering a G sharp. This means that it is too low. The string is flat, and we have to bring it up. So turning it to the right will make the pitch higher. Turning it to the left will make the pitch lower. Since we're flat, we want to go higher. I'm using this student violin to show you what it would really be like when you're working with a little violin. We're going to use these pegs to tune the strings now. You have to be very careful because they can break very easily, especially at this small size. You want to make sure that your pegs can easily move up and down like this. If they're really tight, you might have to do some peg putty on here in order to loosen it up. So we can see on our tuner that we're a little bit too high. So to tune with the pegs and bring it down lower, I'm going to turn this way with my hand, and that will turn the peg. As I turn this way, I also have to push the peg into the peg box. Otherwise, it won't stay. And I'm going to use small movements just like that. If I want to move it up, then if I want to use the pitch and make it go up, I'm going to turn the peg up this way, also while pushing into the peg box. Some beginners or parents may also find it easier to put the violin on your lap and the bow in your hand. Then we can make our adjustments looking at the app. Remember to set your tuner to A at 440 hertz. Always start with A string, then move to the D string, the G string, and lastly the E string. Now that we're all tuned up, we are ready to finally play.